Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and we're back helping the Professor reconstruct his journal. That's just the closure around it. Yeah, so it's coming along quite full, but not totally full. And today we don't really have a story today to tell, because I came across his little envelope of tiny little snippets. So we've got all these little bits, and I thought to help him out we would make a long snippet page edger type thing to use up all these little bits. You know the kind of thing I mean. You stick all the bits on it. So I have stuck two pieces together, one of the weather charts and a little bit of map, and I've just stuck them together and put a little bit of washi around it just to reinforce it. And I think then what we'll do is, I've already got one here that I had to play around with and finished off. So, and then at the end we'll decide where we're going to kind of page edge or use little bits of it. It's quite handy to have a long strip that you can cut out. That was the last thing we did, the games night. That was quite fun. So yeah, and there's lots of edges that can have a piece, like maybe even down the side of this pocket could take a piece. Yeah, maybe down like that. So we'll see. We'll do this one. We'll have a bit of fun just sticking bits down, and yeah, see how we go. So let's just start at the end, or start at the beginning would be a better way of putting it. So he's got some old stamps. He's got his couple of clock pieces, and then just these fragments of things that he's collected along the way. Little pencil drawings, bits of maps, the usual sort of thing that he kept in his wallet. Oh, he really didn't part with anything, this guy. So we'll just spread all that out. Little bits of this. I don't know what he would have done with that. Anyway, so, and we don't even need, because we've already got a kind of background, we don't really need to cover it all totally, because there's something underneath that can shine through, if you like. So that makes it easy. And it doesn't matter that we're going to use it up and down the way or across the way, because things going sideways just adds a little bit of interest. Now, hubby's managed to catch a cold, so you might hear some coughing in the background, dear. That's quite nice. And I don't even mind that we go over the edges. Maybe not so much as that, but about that's okay. I think this was from his old diary. He had an illustrated diary, and he kept little mappy bits that he liked. So we'll just put that down there. We're just kind of going to go a bit random here. That's from an old newspaper. The country house. Put that bit. So, talking about country house, we had a nice drive in the country yesterday. Not so nice for Millie, because she was headed to the doggy hotel. Not that she knew. But she trotted off quite the thing. They're really good with her. And so that's her away till Friday morning due to the fireworks. What about this? Castle Stalker, the 16th century former home of the Stuarts. Put that there. So yeah, so that's her away in safe hands, away from the scary fireworks. Having said that, tonight's weather forecast is for rain, heavy rain the whole evening. So I don't know if that will put people off. What about a piece of this here? I don't know if that will put people off or whether they'll persevere with the fireworks, because that's why we booked her in till Friday. Because let's open it out a little bit and see if we can make it a little bit messy. Maybe not, it doesn't want to stay open. Yeah, that's fine. Let's open a wee bit. Yeah, because if the weather's bad tonight and they might decide, oh well, we will do our fireworks the next night. So that's good that we've got our booked in for the night after Guy Fawkes as well, just in case there's leftover fireworks. Can I slide that under some of them? And yeah. Gentleman's News, that's quite good. So that held hubby back building up the new bit of furniture because we were away down Ayrshire way to drop Millie off, and then so it takes about an hour and a bit to get there, but it was a nice day and a nice drive, so that was fine. Right, so that's good. So we didn't get anything done yesterday by the time we got down there and got back. So, right, let's add a few of these stamps and the clocks. Let's see where we can dot them about. I think we'll put it up and down. Where can we fold this? Let's just fold it there so that we can work on it and you can see it. Okay, something bright. Here's an old stamp with the old Queen on it in old money. 2 Ds, tuppence, 2 pennies. Oh no, I think I should open it out because I might accidentally stick. Oh, let's get one of those little from someone's collection. We used to use them to stick things in. Now it's stuck to my finger. Right, off you go. Right. Oh, up here I think. Yeah, 2 pennies. Here's a nice wee blue one. This one with the ship. Maybe put that on that. And one more. This little red one from Canada. There. Right, so we don't need them. And let's put the clock maybe there. Oops. And we'll cut this one in half. So that we can put it, where can I put this? Up here maybe? Oh. Yeah, so we didn't get the furniture finished, so he's finishing it off now. He's being a trooper with his cold. I was like, just leave it the now, but no. Where were we going to put this? Here. No, he's determined to get it done. So that'll start a series of events, and I'll be able to move the desk and get the old unit into the window over there. But I haven't hemmed the curtain yet to put, well, I'm calling it a curtain, it's a tablecloth. I haven't done anything with it yet, I know, to make it into a curtain, and I'll need to be doing that before we move the unit in so that we can get to the window, because we can't get to the window because the desk is in front. So it all has a knock-on event, a knock-on. Right, what do you think? That's quite good, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to do some stamping now. I've got the coffee and the brown, well, vintage photo for that. And I've got my black VersaFine, and I did have, yes, a little acrylic block. And then this eccentric CMS 448, and we'll just pick a few numbers. There's number 09255. And maybe if I cleaned things and washed things, I wouldn't have to use Pritt stick to stick them on. But it doesn't do them any harm. Well, not so far. Right, just, yeah. And maybe another one further down. Maybe going over the clock. There we are. That just, I think doing the little bit of stamping over things just kind of makes everything kind of joined up, if you know what I mean. I do like circle ones. Because remember, we're going to be cutting this up, and we don't know exactly where we're going to cut it yet. Let's see. Oops. Oh, they're all falling out now. Oh, it's a big decision, isn't it? There's the ticket. Let's do that. Right, just one of them that's quite bold. And this one, letter parcel. And then maybe we'll have a look and see. Okay, now let's do his coffee stain, because you've always got to do a coffee stain, just kind of randomly. Makes it nice and messy. I think that'll do that. And I've also got this compass. There. Okay. So now we can decide. That one, the ink on some of the bits will take a wee minute to dry, depending on, like, that's quite shiny, that map page, so it will sit on that for a wee minute to dry. So in the meantime, we'll use the other one, which is kind of much the same, and we will go through the book. I think we'll start at the back. Oh, that's his wallet. Keep that safe. I think we'll start at the back. Right, this page I think deserves a little bit. I think that's better that way round. Right, so we'll cut it. We could even make it a little bit so that I don't chop through that girl's head on that stamp. It doesn't even need to fit the whole page. Right enough, I think I'm going to go just above that stamp. And then it just more or less fits the page. It doesn't really, but it's enough. It's enough. Now we could make that a tuck spot, but we've actually got quite a lot of tuck spots in this book, so I'm happy just to decorate the page. Oh. I think this wee stick is nearly done. That way. Yeah. Can't have the queen upside down. She wouldn't like it. Right to the edge. And of course, we could always put, in fact, I'm going to move it right up to the edge there and put a little bit of washi here. I've got two little bits. There, nice and messy. Well, let's just put too small. No, that's okay. I think for this journal, the messier the better. Right, let's see what other page. See what I mean about each place having a, here's a good one. Right, so there. And now this will fit exactly to the bottom of the clock. And that leaves us a nice wee piece for a wee random bit of nonsense somewhere else. Right, that's gone. Here's another one. And I think he'll be happy that all these little snippets. I wonder if we should put a bit on the other side with the new one. Or just use up that piece there. Oh, that fits well there. I think we'll use this piece. So, just the edge of that circle stamp. Perfect. So I'm not sure if the blustery, rainy, horrible day today will put off the fireworks till tomorrow, or whether people will still go ahead because the kiddies want to see the fireworks. I don't know. Yeah. Good. Right, maybe we should jump a few pages. Here's a nice blank bit here. I wonder if just that part of a bit actually would go there, because we've got a nice splodge here. I think I'm just going to do that. Quick decisions today, quick decisions. There. That's the middle. I think we'll leave that just now. So we're starting to reach the bits that are already kind of decorated. Okay, so we've got this strip. We could put a bit across the way, I think. find a nice page that we could do something long ways. We could decorate this little pocket. With just half of that. Yeah. And then you can still see the stitching, so that's quite good. And that just adds a little bit to that pocket there. So we've got one little bit of a strip left, or two little bits. So that's the middle. So we could do two little corner pieces. I've already got a bit there. What about a little bit there? I'm going to split this. Put a wee bit there. Oops. I think I nudged you there. Right. A little bit there. You get quite a lot of pieces from two strips. Right, so one little perfect bit left for a little corner. What about there? I think we'll do that. And that'll be us. And I already have an idea for the next episode of the Professor's Journal. So the next time you see this, there will be something. Something is in the works. But that was a nice, quick, easy one today. Let me just tidy up my glory pages. Right. So, yeah, let's have a wee quick nosy. That's his story. And then we've got that. I love this. These little bits. Oh, that's Isadora's letter. We have to keep that in there. And that's all the pieces from Isadora. Aww. Keep that nice and safe in there. And then a menu. A postcard from some pal of sorts. A first day cover. A train ride. Bellamy's Hollow. Near where I was born. Ah. These little bits. Another letter from someone. A little story there. That's new today. That's games night. new today. And that. So yes, it went quite far. Another one of those little fabric stamped bits. That's today's on both sides, which I like. I'm glad I did one on each side of that, because that's those 2 pages done now. I need to think of something here. One of them, another wee bit there. Another bit there. This is a whole, and a piece of his jumper. His favourite jumper. Right, and then we've got his old wallet, which we still need to do something with. And that's it. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.